social distancing. The 101 ESPN app is virus-free. Find it now in the App Store or Google Play. This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Brought to you by Schnucks.
Great to have you with us in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN, and we head now to the Brown and Crouppen Celebrity Line, and one of the best wrestlers in America, kind enough to join us, and he is from McHenry, Nick Foster. Nick, great to have you with us on 101 ESPN. How are you doing today?
Wonderful. Just got off work.
Well, good. Well, the day already got better, right? Work is over. Now we get to bother you for a couple of minutes, man. We do appreciate the time. Dude, we've had the opportunity to talk to a few different seniors over the last week, whether they be high school or college, and they kind of talk about what they've missed out on and the next step and different things that are going on. But I look at you and I look at your career that you've had, and every year it's gotten better and better when it comes to the finals. Finish 8th, 4th, 2nd at nationals, and then you were ready for this year, man. How did the news hit you that the finals weren't happening this year?
Well, at first it hit me really hard. Like I was so devastated. Like it was crazy. Like, but now, like I come to reality. Like I was prepared for this from the get go. Like after my senior year, I was prepared for real life and moving on. So like now it's like it happens now. So I move on. I'm working now and living life. You know.
Well, so it certainly feels like you got a little bit of unfinished business. Of course, you can move on to the next thing, but how did you satisfy that? You know, that part of like, there's a thing you felt like you couldn't complete, and you have to move on beyond it. How were you able to do that?
Well, I knew from the beginning of the season I was going to give it my all, and that I did. However, this coronavirus made me come up short, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's a virus that's been going around. It's affecting everybody across the nation, and we just give it our all until we can't no more, and that's exactly what I did. So from here on out, you just gotta move on and suffer the consequences.
Nick was in Sioux Falls practicing for the tournament on Wednesday and Thursday. The tournament's supposed to start on Friday, and you get the word on Thursday night back at the hotel that you aren't going to be able to participate. I have to believe that you thought, come on.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But the first person I called was my mom and told her. I didn't know what else to do besides call my mom and let her know, and I just broke down. It was just like I was just that close to getting my goal of winning nationals, and just came up short.
Do you believe it was going to happen for you?
Oh, 100%. I wrestled all year. I only lost to Valencia at 174. I bumped up and wrestled him, and that's my only loss of the year, and I was giving it my all, beating everybody, and I was just ready to go out there and wrestle and win it. But
does that one loss still bother you? Because you brought it up pretty quickly there.
Yeah, it does, man. Oh, it bothers me every night. I'm like, man, I lost that one match. I could have had a perfect season and lost that one match, but hey, you win some, you lose some. You just got to get up the next day and ready to wrestle.
But you said you went up a class, so it was like another 15 pounds, right? Or more than that, right?
Oh, no, just another 9 pounds. But,
okay.
a 9-pound difference is a lot, in wrestling. So I wrestled 174 in my freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And this year I had to cut weight, so I obviously lost some muscle mass and whatnot. So I was obviously a little weaker, but I still gave my all and came up short with him. But then I dropped back down to 65 and killed it.
So how do you decide then that you're going to go up a class, even if it's for one match? I mean, what's the thought process there?
Obviously it's all in the coach's decision, but this match we needed a 74-pounder. Our 74-pounder wasn't wrestling at the beginning of the season, Josh Jones, but coach was like, hey, you want to wrestle 65? I was like, you know what, I want to wrestle one of the Valencia brothers. Why not? They're a big name in D1, so I went out there and wrestled 74, and obviously, I wasn't ready, but hey, it happened.
Nick Foster, number 1 in the nation at 165 pounds in NCAA Division II at McHenry. And you mentioned your team several times, and as great as your season was, your team was having a great year too, wasn't it?
Oh, man, I love my team. I don't know where I would be without them guys, man. They keep me gay all the time. So, but we had a phenomenal team, phenomenal. We were ready to win it. In our eyes, we knew we had it, but everybody else's eyes, they didn't really think we had it in us. But hey, we had eight guys going to nationals, and I personally believe we had 8 champs. But hey, we never got to see it. So,
Nick, you talked about being prepared for real life. I wonder when you're looking at real life, and you mentioned you just got off work, you're working already. Is wrestling going to be a part of real life going forward?
Oh yeah, I'm actually trying to get an assistant coaching job somewhere. Whoever picks me up, I'm always ready. You know, you got to step foot in the door somehow. So I'm definitely trying to coach eventually in my life. But I'm also trying to do real estate. And my wrestling dad right now, Mick Behringer, he has a roofing business, Behringer Brothers, and he just started a Behringer property. So I plan on jumping on board with him and starting to flip houses and sell them.
So is that what you're doing right now? You said you just got off work. Is that what you were doing?
No, I work for the laboring hall in O'Fallon, but I do that after work some days. Whenever he needs help, I go out over there and help him out, flipping a house in Edwardsville right now. And on the weekends, on Saturday, I usually work with him, so I don't got nothing else to do.
Beautiful.
So even now, how much you're not getting any sleep?
Oh, never. No days off. There's
So,
24
all right.
hours a day, use them all.
Okay, if I get 8 or 9, I feel okay. How much can you get by on?
Oh, I would say 3. You know, you stay up all night studying and whatnot. You know, you get up the next morning ready for that test. Yeah, I stay up until 3 o'clock and have 8 a.m. So that's 5 hours. So I guess 5 hours would be my go-to. 5 hours.
Okay, yeah, you're a machine, man. That's that's not very much. So you are getting yourself prepared for the next thing. You said you want to get into coaching. What's the easiest way to get into it? I know there's not just one process, or where if you follow these steps, you're going to end up being a coach. Do you have an idea of the easiest way to get into it?
I don't, honestly. I mean, I've been asking my coaches, hey, how can I get into coaching and whatnot? And they said experience. Experience is the main goal. And I was like, well, how do I do that? And they were like, well, ask around. Hey, can I run a camp at your high school? I was like, oh, okay. Well, however, I can't do that right now with the corona going on. You can't get into any wrestling room. So kind of stuck just working right now. But I keep on calling my coach every day. Hey, you got anything for me? You got anybody looking for assistant coaching? You know, he gets back to me when he can and whatnot. But other than that, there's nothing else I can do besides keep working.
Hey, Nick, I'm interested. When did you start wrestling?
Oh, I started wrestling when I was 10 years old, actually. I was playing football, and my brother's friend on the football team, he was like, hey, your brother looks like a wrestler. You should make him try it out. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I thought it was like the WWE wrestling. Little did I know. But after the first 2 years, Mick Behringer, he saw a glimpse and a glory in my performance. He was like, man, I need to pick this kid up and ride with him. So he literally did everything wrestling for me. That's why I call him my wrestling dad. He literally anything wrestling wise, he was taking care of me like a father.
It's important to have that, man. You got to have somebody that has your back. That's a beautiful thing. Hey, what have you learned about yourself through wrestling? Because I talk to different wrestlers. They talk about the discipline and everything that goes into it. What lessons have you learned because of wrestling?
I would say the main lesson I've learned is if you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
That's very cool.
That's a good lesson.
And did you believe in yourselves in math all the time because you're a math major? None of us are good in math, and we want to know how you did it.
Oh man, math just came so easy to me. You know, in the 4th grade, I was performing at high school level math, but I don't know. I just love numbers. I love numbers and money, so I guess that plays a role with each other.
Nick, you know what got me was when they started putting letters in there.
Oh yeah. Now we're dealing with the whole alphabet, no numbers. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's totally impossible. How do people do this? So I think it's funny that last week we highlighted a wrestler from Maryville, right? Wasn't he a math major too, guys?
I think that's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is it with you wrestlers and math?
Oh man, I couldn't tell you. You know, you got to ask around about that. I think that's a good question.
You know what? Maybe we're just 2 for 2. I think that's all it is. But we asked him about wrestling. You mentioned WWE. Is there somebody
Tyler
you
Harrington,
follow?
by the way?
Tyler Harrington. That's our guy.
Oh no way! I wrestled him from Maryville.
Oh yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Now, what was your question again? Sorry.
Well, it was about WWE. You said you thought at first that's what you were going to get into. So is that something you follow? And if so, who do you like?
Oh no, that's not something I would get into probably. My brother tried it. He did some backyard wrestling here and there, and then my uncle does it as well. But I don't think I would ever get into it now. But who do I like is definitely Rey Mysterio, 619, because I always elaborate. I'm from the 618. I got my area code tattooed on the back of my arm, 618, and that'd be my go-to move, the 618.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Nick, congratulations on a great career. We're bummed that you weren't able to finish it with that trophy at the end, but you were fabulous, and we know you would have won it, and we're glad to have you representing the area at McHenry.
Hey, I appreciate it. And I want to give a special shout-out to my mom and all my support and my family and whatnot. And it's my sister's birthday today, so I definitely want to give a shout-out to her. And, yeah, I love everybody.
What's your sister's name?
Kaylee Foster.
Kaylee, okay.
The big 2-1 today.
Okay, this comes from the Fast Lane. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaylee. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Nick, have a good evening. Thanks for joining us.
You too. I appreciate you guys.
See you later. That's Nick Foster from McHenry in our Senior Spotlight on 101 ESPN. BT, Ron, and Randy earlier in